Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing another DIY project life card video with you. For this one, again, I'm just taking scraps of blank and pattern paper as well as some already cut project life cards and just kind of embellishing them to make them a little more interesting with things from my stash. For this first one here, I'm using this swan stamp that I got at Paper Source and just stamping it right on the card. I'm using Memento teardrop inks here and just sort of sorting through stickers that I have in my stash, looking for something that will work. I decide on some word and phrase stickers from A Beautiful Mess, and then I call that one good. For this one here, I'm thinking I'm going to do something with these tear strips from some 12 by 12 papers. And I'm wanting to use these scraps as an embellishment, so this kind of can show you how few ingredients you really need, how few things you really need to make a card. Something as simple as a piece of paper and a pen and scraps that you've used before really can be enough to make your cards interesting. So just use whatever you have on hand. For this one, I actually decided to get rid of that tear strip for now and just do some lettering on here. I'm using the 08 Sakura micron pen. I have this pen in a lot of different sizes and I really like it. It works really well. The lettering looks pretty good, but I think it's just a little too thin because there is that floral background on this card, so just going over it a few more times with my pen to make it a little bit bolder. Again, I just keep going until it looks right, so sometimes it doesn't work out, but usually it's just fine. Usually I can make something work. So now I'm just looking for some embellishments for the card. I'm thinking about these little birds. They're also from Maggie Holmes Gather collection, but I don't quite like it. Most of the embellishments that I have out right now are from One Canoe 2's collections. Hazelwood and Creekside, and then things from messy boxes and stuff like that. So I add these two hearts from old messy boxes and do a little bit more outlining on these words. And now I'm just drawing a quick border around the outside. And I think that looks pretty good. So for the next one here, I'm just going to use a plain white piece of paper that I just cut down to the card size, and now I'm using that tear strip from some 12 by 12 papers. These are from the Gather collection by Maggie Holmes. I had them left over from another project that I did, and I really like finding uses for all these tiny scraps. So I'm just layering it diagonally in the bottom corner of the card and doing a few strips to make it look interesting, and then just kind of looking for some stickers that will work well with what's going on the card. I have this little deer and it's really cute and I've been wanting to use it for a while, so I decided to stick it on partially over the strips and partially on the white part. I really like how that looks. And I realized I actually have enough gold alpha to spell out oh dear. I wanted to spell it deer like a deer, but I didn't have enough E's, of course, so just oh dear the normal way. But I think that's pretty cute and simple, and I have to take advantage of using up those gold letters when I can because I am out of almost everything at this point. For the next one, I'm just using a 12 by 12 piece of paper that I cut down to card size, slight pink. And I have this really tiny butterfly stamp that my mom and sister picked up for me. I think at a garage sale or something. I don't know. It was one of my Christmas presents from them, were some old stamps, and I thought that this tiny butterfly was really cute. So I'm just using this scrap of white paper to sort of cover the middle while I do some stamping around the border. And I really like how that turned out. I definitely will do it again someday with other things. I have this sticker from One Canoe 2's Creekside collection that I'm hoping to use, but I want to do a few more stamps around the inside just to make it a little more obvious that there's a border there. So yeah, I think that really helps, even if it's just a tiny bit of a wing. I'm putting it in the middle, and I feel like it needs something else, but I really am trying these washi tapes, and it just doesn't help, so I end up kind of going a different way with that here in a minute. But these are really pretty washi tapes I just got. I'm excited to use them. I like it a lot better in the bottom corner, so I like how that turned out, and now I'm just looking for some small embellishments to use on another part of the card. I have some old stickers from Michael's that have just black and gold shapes on them, and so I'm just using the tiniest hearts there, and I don't have very many, so I'm moving them around so that way I'm happy with just 3. And one of them is kind of splitting open there, so I'm using my Sig Writer glue pen to just kind of tack that back down to the adhesive part. The next one that I have here, I think, is from a piece of paper from Maggie Holmes' Shine collection, maybe? I can't remember. I've had it cut out for a while, and I'm using this Yes, Yes, Yes sticker from an old messy box, and then using my 08 Sakura micron pen to sort of just sketch a wreath around the sticker. Just really simple little embellishment. And then it just looks kind of plain, so I go ahead and add a border around it. I feel like I've done that with every card so far almost, but I really like how it makes it look finished. So for this last one, I have an idea that I want to have a two-toned card and sort of cut or like tear one of the cards so that it shows through. But I just don't really like the way that it looks, so I keep thinking if I keep going, maybe it'll be fine. But I don't end up liking it, so I just keep going until I do. I don't know why this paper always reminds me of mint chocolate chip ice cream. I don't know, I just think it's really cute, but it's a little bit hard. It's been hard to use it, and so I'm excited to now have a card with it on there. I think I'm getting out some stickers just to see how it would look if I did what I think I'm going to do. And it just doesn't, I just don't like it. So I kind of give up on that and decide maybe I'll just use the stars. But I'm not sure what I would want to go with them. So I kind of scrap that whole plan and move on to something else here in a minute. I will say it again, but scrapbooking definitely helps you learn how to go with the flow, especially if you're not usually good at that kind of thing, which I'm not always super laid back. So I appreciate that this gives me opportunities to, I don't know, sort of be resourceful and flexible, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of funny, but I feel like it helps. It's a good problem-solving exercise, too. I think that's part of why doing crafts with your hands is so therapeutic, because you really have to work at it sometimes. So I scrapped that whole idea, and I've just taken some plain black washi tape and put it on 2 of the sides overlapping, and then I'm using this One Canoe 2 Hazelwood Puffy floral sticker in the bottom corner there. And I'm just looking for more embellishments for this card. And I go back to the word and phrase stickers again. Again, just trying to read. I want stickers that make sense together, and sometimes I think the Beautiful Mess ones are pretty quirky, which is great, but you don't want to just put random ones on there. It won't make any sense at all. So I did this one kind of like a motivating, cheer up sort of set of words there. So now you can see my final 6 cards. I really like how they all turned out, especially since I kind of struggled with a few of them initially, but I think they worked out really well. So let me know what you think, and I will see you guys next time. Leave me your comments and questions. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.